If I asked you to illustrate your network, to show me what it looks like on a piece of paper, how would you do it? What a lot of people would do is draw a box and populate it with people that they know. And that's often how we think of a network, as a box of people. And we get questions like, how many people do you have in your network? And discussions where people talk about the Dunbar number of 150. You can know 150 people at any one time. Or Girard's law, which says that we can have 250 people in the average network. Now, I think that these conversations are misguided and misplaced. And putting aside the fact that both the Dunbar number and Girard's law came up before the age of social media and time has moved on, I think that the whole premise of the conversation is wrong, because a network isn't a box. We don't have a box of people in the corner and that's our network over there. Instead, our network is a moving feast. We are constantly meeting new people. We are constantly forgetting people that we haven't engaged with and we haven't really established a relationship with, but they have been in our network for a while. People come in, people go out. And when we're thinking about how we develop our professional relationships, when we think about having a strong networking strategy, we need to be thinking about that journey within our network more than getting new people in. For me, there are 7 stages of professional relationship. The first is that you recognize someone. Then you know them, like them, trust them. Then you might support them. Then advocate for them. And finally, they become a friend. They move into your personal network. Let's look at each of those in turn. I meet you at a networking event or a cocktail party or a dinner party or wherever it might be. And if I see you again a week later, I'll recognize you. You're in my network, but at a very peripheral level. And if I don't follow up with you, and if I don't see you again a week later, and I don't see you for 2 or 3 months, I'll probably forget you and you'll forget me. We'll be out of each other's networks. So the first thing we need to do is to try and get people from that recognized stage to the next stage of knowing each other. So at least we can solidify the relationship and make sure we stay in each other's networks. We get to the point where we know each other. I don't just recognize you across the room and remember that we met somewhere, but I know something about you. I have a feeling about knowing the person. Then we start to build the relationship and we get to the point where we like each other. And from there, the key one for doing business together or supporting each other, we trust each other. And that trust is the key element. You could bypass like, arguably, and go straight to trust. We will do business with people we trust, but don't necessarily have a strong rapport with, as I've argued elsewhere. But trust is imperative. From there, we will start to support each other. You'll turn to me and ask me for a favour, and I will be happy to return it. And then the next stage is advocate, where you don't even have to ask me. I'm out there recommending you, talking about you, introducing you to people off my own back because I believe in you to that extent. And then for some people, not everyone, the rapport is so strong that we become friends. Doesn't always happen in exactly that order, but it gives you a good image of where the journey should go. For me, the focus should be on taking people along that journey, on understanding, rather than going out and constantly trying to meet new people, there are people I haven't got to know well enough yet. There are people where we really still could build the trust. There are a lot of people in my network I know, like, and trust, but we're not supporting each other. And seeing with each of those people in the outer circles of your network where you could take them.